with I don't know, we're about to find out. Half-ass commentary. Got a new topic for you today. Whoever the fuck's listening, I don't really give a fuck, but your opinions are highly appreciated, as always. New topic today is aliens. That's right, I fucking said it. Fucking aliens. Don't want to talk about it? Then shut the fuck up and watch the video. There's been so many accounts of past visitations during the Roman Empire era, all the way to the Mayans. I mean, maybe even farther. I mean, it's not hard to notice. I mean, the ancient Egyptian era. I mean, there's so many questions, I don't even know where you'd want to start. They're in the ancient Egyptian era. There was a lot of things that pointed to evidence of aliens. And, I mean a lot. I mean, there's been documented stories and myths and fables and whatever the fuck you want to call them of humans coexisting with alien races, which I think is cool. That's fucking awesome. But somewhere along the line, someone helped us advance as a civilization and advance technology-wise. And we could have done that by ourselves, just like we can't do everything else by ourselves. I guess what I'll start with is the obelisks. If you are familiar with what an obelisk is, there was many of them scattered around pyramids, ancient Egyptian fucking, I don't know what you would call them back then, towns, cities. Point is, they were all engraved, 4 sides each engraved. And they were down to the exact 1/8 of an inch, maybe even down to the exact millimeter of depth for each one on every side, for every single one of them. Every single one of them all had the same depth, or within close to the same depth. You can't, if you ever see the tools that you remember learning in high school, the tools that they said that they used, fucking hand tools, excuse me, my bad, hand tools they said they used. I remember learning that in high school, and I was like, yeah, that sounds right. I'm like, fuck yeah, these guys are badass. I'm like, I wish I could do that. I slowly got older. Started asking myself the real questions. How the fuck is anybody gonna do that with primitive hand tools? Yeah, that's pretty funny. There's other counts too, besides that. I mean, just ask yourself, how the fuck did they build the pyramids? I mean, you can come up with theories all day. Think about it. I mean, actually, I had one guy that I met telling me that they put the big blocks on logs and dragged them through the sand. Even if that was true, I don't care how many people you have. Even if that was true, that was gonna take you a long fucking time. A long fucking time. And pointing to the technology that was used to make obelisks and the engravings, I imagine they had an easier way to do it. Inside some of the pyramids, there's hieroglyphs. If you're not familiar with hieroglyphs, stop watching this fucking video and have somebody teach you something in life. Hieroglyphs are just pictures that show a story. Basically, that's really down to the science, that's what it is. And the actuality, that's what it is. But, if you look in some old pictures from hieroglyphs that are in Egypt, you'll see a lot of different symbols, and if you pay attention to them, some of these symbols represent modern day technologies that they might have discovered themselves. how they did it, I'm unsure. Who helped them or guided them, I'm unsure. I mean, actually, I'm not really unsure. I know who helped them, but I'm not really sure which species, or if they're just one species, I don't know. But they were helped. Needless to say, they were helped, just like... Hold on. They've been helped, and they have been helped for a while. I've seen symbols that look like light bulbs on the hieroglyphs that show that they might have came across electric power and other types of different forms of power or technology advancements. Another example, which would quite possibly be my favorite example, is during those times there was these. I had to brush up on my research a lot. I haven't done this stuff in a long time, but I know what I'm talking about generally. But during those times there was these two tribes 1,000 miles away from each other. But they both could see, or they couldn't see it, obviously they couldn't see it, but they both knew about a star that you can't even see with your naked eye. How they both knew about that star, I don't know. Somebody told them where it was, or how to find it in the sky, because you cannot see it without modern day technology, like a telescope. So somebody showed them where it was. Somebody that used to live there has been through there. Another one of my favorites is there's another tribe that used to elongate their necks, or no, not their necks. Those are fucking. That's an African tribe. My bad. They would elongate their skulls by putting rings around their skull. Now you know well as I do. If you are in school, you know how it was in school. You see the cool kid or cool girl, whatever the fuck you call them, wearing the best clothes, and you want to be like them. So you get those clothes, you be like them. You just don't fucking elongate your skull for no fucking reason. You're not just like, yeah, one morning you wake up, be like, yeah, sounds like a good idea to put some fucking rings on my baby's skull and elongate it. Sounds like a great idea for that, right after I have my morning Java and take my morning shit. Yeah, you just don't do that. You did that because you want to be like somebody inspired you. So what the point is, what I'm getting at is we have been visited before. They have been here, they have coexisted, they have mated with our females. We have seen some of the most best advancements in technology during those times. I mean, look at the Romans. Those guys are fucking ridiculous. I mean, the Greeks too. Greeks had flamethrowers during that time. Greek flamethrowers is what they called them. They had Greek flamethrowers. Where the fuck did they get flamethrowers from? And we can't even do half the shit that we could have done before, done now with the technology that we have now that they did back then. So many different legends out there, so many different theories about what aliens were doing here and what they have done here. And I think what they were doing here was trying to help us find a way to live peacefully amongst each other and with the land, nature itself. I think they were trying to help us not forget where we really came from. And when I say that, I mean, look at yourself. Look at your hands. Look at the veins that run through your arms. Every single part of you is created from the earth itself. And when you die, regardless of how big or small you are, you will always leave an imprint into the earth. That is your history, regardless of how big or small it is. You left it there. You are there. A part of you will and always have been there. Don't ever forget that. I mean, not everyone believes in aliens, and I'm totally cool with that. Everybody else believes in whatever they need to believe in. You just don't bash people for believing in it. Whatever makes them happy, whatever floats their boat. If you don't have to ask enough questions, that's fine. That's your choice. Me on the other hand, I ask every fucking question. Whether, if I do this, what will this outcome be? If this happens, what is that outcome? I mean, you get to the point. Everything you do. Everything you do has an outcome or a consequence. And really, how you handle that is entirely up to you. Stop letting people make their decisions in your life or think for you or choose what you want to do. Stand up for yourself, believe in what you believe in, and make it known. Really, that's all there is to life. Everything else doesn't matter. Find your few friends, keep them around, love them unconditionally, blah blah blah, all that good bullshit. Now, let's get back to the aliens. According to a couple of things that I've read and watched, documentaries and whatnot, there was a documented city on which aliens and humans used to coexist.
We have taken objective.
And if you don't believe me, just look it up. I mean, you don't have to believe me at all. It could be fake. It could be... My point is, you never really fucking know what is real, what is fake, what is true, or what is false until you figure it out on your own damn self. What I say is not necessarily the truth. It's just a different way of thinking. And if you're interested in it, cool. If not, that's cool too. I don't really care. But the documented city where humans and aliens used to coexist, you're gonna laugh because it sounds fucking ridiculous, but it makes sense. The lost city of Atlantis. A lot of you are gonna say, oh, well, the lost city of Atlantis is a myth, and even if it was true, the city's underwater. Yes, that's true. Or from what we've been told, that is true. But from my perspective and the knowledge that I have learned and what I can piece together or try to piece together is that there was a city out in the middle of the ocean. Can't remember where they said which ocean it was. Could have been the Red Sea or the Dead Sea. I don't really give a fuck. All I know is what I read. And I should probably do a little more research so I can sell this point a little bit more. And if that's something that, if you want me to have some more facts to back up my knowledge, let me know. I'll make that happen. Just because I don't want to be the dumbass that feeds you false information. But like I said, you don't have to believe me. It's a different way of thinking. There's these rocks in the middle of the ocean that are shaped kind of like a oval, but on the bottom they're flat and then they shape up like an oval. Big fucking rocks, probably about the size of a car. And what they do is they go in a big circle, overlapping each other, layer after layer. And supposedly, if aliens did have the technology that I think that they have, or if they were more advanced than we are, then how do I explain? In the written record, or the book, or the myth, or whatever the fuck, the city used to sit above water, but somehow they used to be able to make it sink underground. Or underwater, I guess you would say. But I don't actually ever think the city actually submerged with water. I think that somehow they built an underground city without the water in it, if that makes any sense. I'm not really sure. But what I think happened is what's happening now. think they tried to help us as far as they could as a civilization, and spiritually and emotionally help us move towards what we need to move to evolve as a species and human beings, but we didn't want to. I think they gave up on the idea of trying to help us because we didn't want to help ourselves, if that makes any sense at all. I mean, if you look at, like, at one point in time, dude, during the 90s and all the way up until this point, or even later, during the 60s all the way up to this point now, there was a point in time where you'd be able to bring up aliens and it'd be a serious conversation. Because at that point in time, aliens was a serious thing. Now, aliens are not serious at all. You bring up that conversation and it's kind of like a lost fart in the wind. Basically, I mean, that's a bad analogy, but you get what I'm saying. Like, it's not normal to talk about that shit now. Why? Why from the 60s up to the 2000s, there was a big hype about aliens and where they're at and what's going on with the fucking UFOs in the air. Now, you don't hear shit about them. I find it suspicious that we go from Area 51 to Roswell to nothing. I think
we have lost objective George.
I think they are really, really afraid to let the general public know that we have been visited and still are being visited and are being helped to advance in technology. I mean, I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts. Opinions, comments, questions. Call me an idiot. I don't fucking care.
We have taken objective Edward.
There's so many different possibilities that even if you are thinking about disagreeing with me for any reason whatsoever, which you can, that's totally cool with me. How could you, though? How could you just possibly know the answer to everything that you could ever possibly know? There's a really big problem with too many fucking people in this world thinking that they fucking know what's going on. If you're sitting down right now watching this video, you think you know what the fuck's going on? Like, you actually think you know what the fuck's going on within this world and with it outside, or within this world and then on the outskirts of this world. If you think you know what the fuck's going on, then tell me. I'll give a fucking $1 million to the first person that can tell me what the fuck's going on.
We have lost objective Charlie.
Because I don't even know what the fuck's going on. I mean, we're on the brink of World War III just because of fucking because of Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Like, that's sad. Like, what the fuck is our country doing? We're raising fucking pussy-ass men with beards. Don't even know how to be men. I mean, it's like they forgot that vaginas grow hair too. I mean, really, I can't even fucking grow a beard, and probably I'm like 5'4", 5'4.5", and I'm 23 years old. I'll probably be more manly than you would ever be in your whole goddamn life. So, you're a 16-year-old, 17-year-old with a beard, and you think your life is hard. You might just want to put yourself out now, because it gets a lot harder. And if you don't think you can handle it, then you might as well get the fuck out.
An enemy dreadnought is en route.
One thing I do know that I suck at for some reason is shooting people on the run. I'm really trying to learn, but it's hard for me to focus 100% on making a commentary and making good gameplay at the same time when I'm just more really worried about giving you guys a good commentary, if you catch my drift.
We have lost objective Duff.
I mean, there's so many fucking sad things. Not even in the world, like, within the United States, there are sad things that go on. I mean, sure, we have it good. A lot better than other countries. Don't get me wrong there. But we are in a never-ending loop of debt. Something that we're never going to be able to fix because nobody wants to fix it because it's doing its job by keeping us stuck here and taking away our goddamn money. I mean, we got fucking Hillary under investigation with the federal government, the FBI, and she can run for president, and she is, and it's not a big deal. Everyone's just okay with it. You don't, nobody's taking a stand, nobody said a fucking word. They're just like, yeah, okay, she's under criminal investigation, and they just let it happen. They're just like, it's fine, it's fine. It's totally fine that we got some goddamn woman running for president that could possibly have a felony when felons can't even fucking vote. But here she is, and I can still cast my vote for her. All I'm saying is open your goddamn fucking eyes, people. Like, straight up. Open your eyes and fucking pay attention. You waking up unhappy? Waking up, looking to your side at the person that you thought made you happy, but doesn't, just hold you back? Get the fuck out. Move on. Do something with your life. Forgive the people who fucked you over. Fuck hatred. Move on. Love people. Help them no matter way you can. Even if they fucked you over. You'll live a better life. You'll be a lot more humbled. And you'll take other matters a lot more seriously than you are now. And I understand that everyone's got a fucking life, other things to worry about. Family, friends, job, money. But yes, that's all fucking priorities. But make paying attention a priority. I've always said, if you're not scared, you're not paying attention. And that is the truth. If you were not scared about what's going on in your future or your life at this exact fucking moment, and you're not worried about whoever you're going to bring into the future, or who you're going to share that future with, or if you're going to bring children, and you're not scared for them, then you're not paying attention. That's all I can fucking say. I made a group recently, a while ago, called the Minutemen. It's basically a bunch of people who enjoy conspiracy theories and enjoy talking about it, sharing ideas, regardless if they're wrong or not. And all we do is go around informing people about what we think is the truth, because we've been in the dark for so long. So we go around helping people, informing them, and that's basically what we do. If you're interested in talking to me, or even some of my friends about conspiracy theories, or even interested in learning about the greed, the corruption, all of that stupid bullshit and where it comes from, if you're interested in learning about that and you're interested in carrying it on, sharing it to other people, get a hold of me on Facebook. MICHAELGORE, nickname MICK, Mick, on Facebook. Do you have any questions? Let me know. If I ever get shot in the back of the head because of these videos, you will know it's because the things that I'm saying probably should not be said. And that right there, folks, will wrap up this conversation. I'm not gonna finish the game in the video because I'm not really worried about the game. If you guys actually want really good gameplay and you don't want me to talk about this shit, I'll make videos with the squad. We'll just talk about game and gameplay.
Objective
You
Charlie.
guys have a good night. Leave comments, questions, opinions, anything that you could possibly think of.